Hello and welcome, my beautiful and handsome bakers. My name is Nisha and this is the Sugar Vixen channel, where we're baking up sweet, delicious treats together. So today I have a great recipe, and I know we've been on this whole health kick and health vibe, but today I will tell you we're off the wagon. Just for today, maybe not next time, but just for today. And we are gonna be making the best double chocolate cupcakes. So we're gonna start off by preheating our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, and now we're gonna add all our dry ingredients. So we're gonna use 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, 3/4 cups of non-sweetened cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon and a half teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1 teaspoon of espresso powder. And now you're gonna whisk through this to combine these dry ingredients together. Okay, now our dry ingredients are well combined. Okay, so now we're gonna add in a whole cup of milk. You can also use buttermilk or almond milk if you like. I just like regular or low-fat milk, a half cup of vegetable oil, and 2 large eggs. And when I am baking, what I'll normally do is set my eggs out a couple of hours prior to baking. And then the next thing we're gonna add is 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then that's another thing too with vanilla extract. Please make sure that you always use pure vanilla extract and not imitation unless your recipe asks for specific imitation, okay? We don't wanna make our batter taste imitation. It needs to be fresh and homemade tasting. An imitation does not taste the same as pure vanilla extract. We're gonna go ahead and we're going to mix our batter. Okay, so our next secret ingredient is a cup of boiling hot water. So I have my tea kettle here. It's an electric tea kettle or electric kettle. And I measured 1 cup of water, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it in here because I already boiled it. And then we're gonna mix it really well. Okay, now that our batter is well mixed, I'm gonna go ahead and divide it in between Okay, so this recipe is gonna make about 24 cupcakes. So I only have 18 cup holders. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake this in 2 rounds. So I'm gonna put these 3 in, and I'm just kind of measuring them out. I don't want to fill my cupcakes up too high to come out of the oven. Okay, forgot to set my timer for 15 minutes. And again, we're gonna check them every couple of minutes after our timer goes off. All right, so our cupcakes are still in there baking. While they're finished baking and then cooling off, we're gonna go ahead and make this buttercream frosting. So far I have 2.5 sticks, or actually 3 sticks of butter. So it's 1.5 cup of butter. So I'm gonna start by whisking through my cocoa powder to remove any lumps. Okay, and now that I'm finished whisking it, I'm gonna add it to our softened butter and I'm gonna start mixing it. I'm gonna do about a cup of confectioner's sugar. I can't even talk today. And then just a little tiny bit of our heavy whipping cream. And again, I'm gonna alternate doing that at least 5 times. And so far, I'm liking the texture of our frosting, so I don't think I'm gonna have to add more milk, but you know, never know. We'll see what the end product looks like. Okay, so all the sugar and the milk has been added. So now I'm going to add in our 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and a half teaspoon of the espresso. And I'm gonna mix that up really well. For those of you who do not like your desserts too sweet, you probably can do without, you know, putting the frosting on them. These cupcakes or cake, whatever you decide to make, is delicious. Doesn't matter if you have frosting or not. You know, but I'm one of those people. I love frosting, so I wouldn't make these without, but you know, to each their own. You can add a few dark chocolate chips and you know, just make a sweet treat that way.